Hey everybody out there, this is Adequate with another quick tutorial on Fraps and file sizes. So I just started using Fraps for recording my gaming videos, and one thing I've noticed that the file size is extremely large. Check this out. One 2-minute file is 1.86 gigabytes. Well, you know what? That's a pretty large file. I have about 16 files here altogether, and if I go ahead and select them all and take a look and see what the overall file size is going to be, it's a pretty large file if you ask me. We're looking at 72.7 gigabytes. It's pretty large, and importing all of those into any program is going to take a considerably amount of time. So I decided to take a look around and figure out what I can do to reduce the file size but keep the same quality, and I found two websites you might be interested in. One is xvid.org. Visit xvid.org/downloads.15.0.html. You can use Windows or Linux for the operating systems, and I can see here I'm choosing Windows, that's what I'm using. We'll click on the download link and we'll let this download. It's about a 10 meg file. We'll go ahead and let that download here for a moment. While that's downloading, let's go ahead and open up another browser window, and the other program is called Virtualdub. So it's at virtualdub.org/download.html. It's also available over at Sourceforge. So if you click on the link, it takes you to virtualdub.sourceforge.net, and you can choose between a 32-bit operating system or a 64-bit operating system. Since I'm using a 64-bit operating system, I'll click on this link right here. And in about 5 seconds from SourceForge, it will then download this link. Let's go ahead and get started here with the installation of Xvid. We'll go ahead and click on it here. Click on Run, and you'll see the little codec information come up on the screen. And actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and close a couple of these windows here, give us some room. Now we want English, click OK. We'll go ahead and click Next here. License agreement. You have to accept the agreement to continue. You might want to read it a little bit if you want. Go ahead and click Next. I have mine installed in a secondary drive, as my C drive is a solid state. Don't want to fill that up. Click Next here, and then the setup is ready to begin. We'll click Next one more time. This will go through and install the codec that you need for this process. It's a very quick and easy setup, and the installation only takes a few moments. Once that's done, I don't want to read the README file, so I'll uncheck that, and then I'll click Finish. Back to the browser, we'll click on Virtualdub, and I see that it's trying to open up the zip file on my C drive. Well, I've already decompressed it or extracted the files on my F drive, so we'll go to Downloads, and we'll open up the Virtualdub folder. The file I want to click on is the vdub64.exe. We'll double click on that, and we'll click on Run. This will open up the program ready to be used, so let's close these other windows, we don't need them at the time. And let's open up our Movies folder, and let's go ahead and add one of these files and see what it does. So I'm going to go ahead and select just one file here. You'll see that this file is 1.86 gigabytes. Click, drag, and drop into the window. Let's minimize this one. We can go ahead and click play just to show you that the movie is loaded, and it is in here, and it will play. Click stop and move it back to 0 position. There's a lot of information in this tool, and we're not going to cover that in this video. But as you can see here under video, there's a bunch of different options. Same thing with under audio, under options, and under tools. However, what we're looking for is under video. It's called compression, or you can press Ctrl P. Doing so, we want to select the Xvid MPEG-4 codec. It also has Fraps in here, but it also states it couldn't find any compatible format. So choosing the Xvid, it shows no known restrictions, so that's good. The quality is set at 100. We don't need to configure anything else, so we'll click OK. Next, we'll go to File and choose Save as AVI, or you can hit F7. This will allow you to rename your file. We'll simply go ahead and rename it since I've already created one. We're going to go ahead and backspace all the way back to SimCity, and we'll call it SimCity-1. So SimCity-1, save. This is going to go ahead and open up a couple of windows here. The Xvid status, which is going to show you some information here about the frames and the quant. And then it's also going to show the VDub status as far as the projected file size. Right now it looks like it's going downward. It started at 56, that's now at 53. It's also showing you the video rendering rate at 45 frames per second. The elapsed time and total time. So as this counts down, I've had a few people ask me, why are you using these codecs in order to shrink your file size? Why don't you put them into a video rendering program and use that to render your files at a smaller file size? And it's a great question. The only answer that I can give you is some of those other programs don't give me the exact quality that I'm looking for, and they won't output the file in the right format that I need as far as giving it the right quality or keeping the quality that I need and also keeping the file size low. This file here will probably be about 1% the size it was as the original size, meaning it was a 1.86 gigabyte file. When this file is done, it'll probably be about an 18 megabyte file. And as you know, when you have a solid state drive, for instance, and it's only 128 gigabytes, well, you have limited space. And when you have limited space, you want files that are low in size and high in quality. So that's one of the things that I look for. Now I could get a larger solid state drive, but until I do, I'm going to stick with the smaller file sizes. It's also good for rendering when I do my narrations and things like that as well. Now this is almost complete, and as you can see, let's just take a look at the file size. So we'll close the window here, and we'll open up Windows Explorer down at the bottom here, and we'll go to the F drive, into Movies, and you'll see here that it is 18 megabytes. When we double click it to open it to play, it will play nice and neat just like it did the first time, not losing any quality, but definitely reducing the file size. Now if you guys have any questions, please feel free to ask, leave comments. I'm willing to answer any questions, and if you want any other tutorials, please let me know. You guys have a great day. Take care.